Peace be upon you. My name is Rashida Sadiq, the Emoligen teacher. Today, I'd like to talk about emotional intelligence and why it is essential for teachers. So first of all, what is emotional intelligence? Emotional intelligence is the ability to recognize and control one's emotions. It also involves recognizing the emotions of those around and being able to manage relationships with them. Now, teachers are in a very special position. We deal with so many different types of people. So we have to deal with our learners, who many a times are children. We have to deal with our superiors, and we also have to deal with parents and sometimes even the larger community. So we have a lot of different personality types, different professional types that we have to deal with every day. So it's important that we're able to understand what they may be going through, what they may be feeling, what they may be seeing. And it's also important that despite the fact that we have a very high pressure job, a lot of expectations are always being put upon us. So we have to be ready, not to feel bad or not to feel put off when people start to question us. What are you teaching? Why are your children learning? Sometimes you just want to tell them, well, I'm not a magician, but you can't do that as a teacher. You have to be able to just keep your emotions in check. Now, emotions are not bad things. They're just reflections of the states of our minds. And a lot of times they're actually sending a message to us. So when we're angry, we need to take a step back and find out what message is being passed across. When we're sad, we need to find out what message is being passed across. When we're anxious, what is that thing that needs attention that we don't see that is making us anxious? So all our emotions are useful in different places, but we have to be aware of ourselves, of the emotions we feel, of the things that trigger them, and of the things that we can do to manage them so that we don't lose our cool, so that we don't have what we call an amygdala hijack or an emotional hijack, where our emotions are controlling us. We are not allowed to lose our cool. Yes, it may not be fair, but we are the ones that set the tone and set the examples for the learners around us. So we need to be very intentional about managing our emotions. And it's really something that is quite difficult to do because you've planned your lesson, but every single day there's going to be something that didn't go according to what you planned. So you've planned your lesson and all of a sudden you get a call from the admin asking you to come in. You've planned your lesson and all of a sudden you get a child that is hungry, that is sick, that is disrupting the class. You've planned your lesson and all of a sudden you're told that a parent wants to see you or wants to book an appointment with you. So there's always a lot of stuff going on. Sometimes it's inspectors from external bodies that are coming into the school unannounced. You always have to be ready for the unexpected. And this can really take a toll on the emotions. There's that yo-yo on it, and it takes a toll on the human body. So really, as teachers, I want to charge us with two things today. First of all, I want to charge you to take note of your emotions at various times of the day. How do you normally feel when you wake up? How do you feel in the afternoons? How do you feel towards the end of the day? How do you handle stresses and stressors? That's the first part. The second thing I'd like us to take note of is to actually be specific about our emotions. So can you tell the difference between anger and outrage? Can you tell the difference between fear and anxiety? Can you tell the difference between sorrow and depression? Such key emotions. They're all on a spectrum, but there's a bit of a difference. And for us to be able to understand and manage the emotions better, we have to be able to identify and name each individual emotion for what it is. Thank you for listening. Until we meet again. Bye-bye.